guys, welcome back to OshunBeauty. It is Valentine's Day and I'm hoping everyone is having a great Valentine's Day. I'm hoping that you feel loved, seen, and heard today. So in this video, I'll be talking about how toxic the natural hair community actually is. So I've known this. I started to pick up on it for a while, but I experienced it firsthand like maybe a week or two ago or a week and a half ago. So usually every year around this time I get a silk press just so I can see how long my hair is and if I need a trim or anything. And I apologize if I sound nasally. I currently am getting over a cold and I feel a lot better today. I had chills and a fever and body aches and everything, but I feel so much better. But when I got this silk press, a lot of people, they just were not messing with it, and that's okay. But their reason for not feeling my silk press was them insinuating that me, a natural hair content creator, hates my natural hair. And it just irritated me so much because I feel like a lot of people are chronically online and not enough people do research before accusing someone of self-hatred, right? So if you go down my YouTube page, it's very obvious what I make content about most of the time. If you go down my Instagram, TikTok, a lot of it is centered around natural hair and loving your natural hair. So I feel like the natural hair community forces people to be confined into one box. They don't want you to walk around with any other hairstyle other than your natural hair being out. And that's not always a bad thing, but it's like toxic positivity. It puts us in a box. I'm an artist. Outside of like content creating, I'm literally in art school, right? I can put thumbnails of my paintings and all the stuff I made. I'm a creative person by nature. I'm not just confined to one thing all the time. I try different things with my hair all the time. So I just got the itch to get a silk press because I was like, I just want to try out something different, you know, because I try out different crap all the time with my hair. That's just what I do. That's just what I do with art. I try out different mediums, different everything. So I've gotten so many hate messages on Instagram and just had to block so many people saying that, why would you show that you hate yourself on Black History Month? You can't do that during Black History Month. You hate yourself. And mind you, these people came out of the dark. I was like, where's your support at when I post a lot about natural hair? But you come out of the dark, a deep dark abyss, wherever you were at, to shame me for getting a silk press? And I was like, did you not even see my content, my username, Oshun, the goddess? And that just clicked to me because I've seen a lot of other content creators explain how toxic the natural hair community is also. And I just think that is so weird, right? So when women, right, specifically women with type 4 hair, wear their hair out, and it's not to the society standards or the natural hair community standards, they're bashing them for wearing their hair out. I'll have to see if I can find a picture of this one content creator. She wears her wore their locks out, and the natural hair community dragged them. And I was like, isn't this what y'all beg for? But when our hair isn't long, loose, and big, it's a problem when we wear it out. People get offended. People compare us to men. They compare us to Black men. They say we're masculine, you know? Like, it doesn't make sense. They only want us to present our natural hair in a way that's presentable to them. But when it's people, like with the kinkiest hair types that actually wear their hair out and do what the natural hair community says in society, they're still deemed as ugly. So it's like, I realized we cannot win either way. You cannot satisfy these people. You just can't satisfy them any type of way. So I had posted about this, and it was some random guy talking about how much Black women hate their hair because we get protective styles, we get silk presses when it's cold, we wear wigs and braids and stuff. And it's like, what's wrong with women switching it up, specifically black women? Women of other races do this all the time, and I'm pretty sure they've received backlash in their communities also, because I've seen some of it online and firsthand. And I think it all leads back to misogyny. Why do people, and a lot of us have internalized misogyny. I'm not sure if enough of us have talked about how a lot of people in the natural community have internalized misogyny, and that's why they feel like they just have to control what we do with our hair, and literally go and bully other black women but claim you're for black women for what they decide to do with their hair. But at the end of the day, I feel like these people are chronically online, and it just does not make sense to me. So it's just like, I see a lot of misogyny and respectability politics intertwining, and why the natural hair community is so toxic. And it's sad because it's mostly a community of black women with a crap ton of internalized misogyny, projecting all of that onto other women. And it's just so funny because I feel like it's all about, and this is where respectability politics come in. And if you don't know, I'll just put a quick screenshot of the definition of what respectability politics is. But it's like, you know how in like police situations with black people, they tell us to be on our best behavior, don't wear this, don't wear that, don't make any sudden movements and everything. Like, you basically have to act like a robot to save your life. Yeah, respectability politics. You have to do the absolute most in order to earn respect from other people. But I'll have a more set in stone definition over here. But yeah, those two intertwine in the natural hair community so much, and I feel like we're just going backwards. And I feel like a lot of the movement has not been beneficial at all anymore. I first got into content creating for this like right before the pandemic hit, and during the pandemic I got heavy into it because I was like, yeah, I want to, you know, be creative and use my hair as an outlet of being creative and everything. But it's so funny because the natural hair community will beg everyone all day to wear their natural hair out, but to darker skinned women with kinkier hair like me and a lot others that are darker than me and have kinkier hair than me that are beautiful as hell, they get dragged because it's still not what they want to see. And it will be other black women tearing down other black women because it's not what they want to see. But then they turn around and cry when they bully these women into wearing certain styles because they want to cover up their hair because of how people view their hair. So it's like, we really cannot win, especially us darker toned women with kinkier hair. We cannot win. It's like, you can even do everything to please them, someone's always going to have a problem. So now I'm just like, you know what? I can't let that worry be on my shoulders anymore. I'm going to do what I want. If I want to get another silk press, I'm going to do it. If I want to try a wig, I'm going to do it. I just feel like it's so confining because that made me worry about how I would be viewed, because I know that I love my black skin. I love my black features. I talk about it all the time. But why do I have to constantly prove it to people who's never going to be satisfied? You know? And it makes me think a lot differently about just black hair in general, and the black community in general. That why does self-hatred have to have a specific look? And not saying that it doesn't, because in some cases it does. But at the same time, it doesn't have a specific look. Like, just if I decide to tuck my hair away and put on a wig, that does not mean that I hate my hair. I feel like people should stop jumping to assumptions all the time, and maybe just pay attention to how a person acts or talks about certain issues instead of just assuming that they hate themselves. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.